If anybody knows me out there, you know that I'm Blim for real. This is one of my favorite tunes ever. And it's summertime. It's not summer just quite yet. However, it is vacation season. Welcome back, everybody.
Lord.
This is She and I. I am your host, B-Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
Ooh, India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo. You didn't know you need, but you got us, and we are here to stay. This is
Jesus.
still the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Think it's not when it is. Come on, man. Hey, I know we're a day late and a dollar short, but technical difficulties happen, and then somebody didn't really feel good yesterday.
No, I had a migraine, so it just was not happening, y'all.
And if you ever had a migraine before,
I still got like a lingering part of it today. So I was gonna suggest we just skip this week altogether.
She did, but I couldn't.
So what we gonna do?
I couldn't. We're gonna do an
Might be a
expedited
little
episode.
shorter than usual, so I can go ahead and get in the bed.
Can I ask you a question real fast?
What?
Speaking of migraines, have you ever had a medication that affected your sex life before?
No.
She
Well, you
answered that so fast.
no. Beard
You're
already.
lying. You had to have some sort of medicine
Beard,
that
I
either...
don't take medicine.
But I'm saying, like,
You the medicine kid. Every time he got any type of ailment, where the medicine?
You're damn right. It's what God put it on earth for.
God didn't put that on earth. God didn't put medicine on earth.
Who put it on earth?
God put these fruits and vegetables on earth to heal your body.
Listen,
So no, I ain't never had no medicine affect my sex drive because I don't. Let me tell y'all. So when I had Blake, you know when you're pregnant, they say you can't take medicine really, right?
Right.
And for that entire pregnancy, I tried my best not to take anything. The only thing I took was I was having pregnancy headaches like consistently. And I think I had a migraine for like 4 days straight. It was like a debilitating migraine. Like I couldn't go to work, couldn't do nothing. And I called him and they was like, here, take this and this. And so I took that and it went away. And I don't think I had another headache like the rest of that pregnancy.
You took medicine, right?
For that one time.
It doesn't matter, but you still took medicine. Go ahead.
The pregnancy taught me that I can heal my body with natural things if I'm sick. Because I had gotten a cold when I was pregnant with Blake. Like I had, came down with a bug or two.
Yeah.
Because, you ain't really supposed to take medicine like that when you're pregnant. I didn't. So I was like, well, shit, if I could go 9 months without taking no medicine, I can go forever without taking medicine. So I take very limited amounts of medicine. I had to take allergy medicine this year because...
Bruh.
Allergy season is awful.
We almost had to postpone this episode because my sinuses are on 10. I got that Flonase on deck. Y'all not finna talk about me, B-Love over there sniffing like he did a goddamn 8-ball of cocaine. No, brothers and sisters. Just got a little sinus. But anyway, I have had the unfortunate experience of taking some medicine. That's why she's laughing. And it ruining the mood. Boy, listen. I went over to India's house one day after just got done popping a migraine pill. It's called sumatriptan, by the way. If you ever have migraines, go get you some sumatriptan, a.k.a. Imitrex, whatever you want to call it. Your migraine is going to be gone within an hour.
But it's going to make you feel like shit, even more than what you already does within that hour. It's going to take you down under, because I was taking Imitrex, and you were taking...
It's the same thing. It's a generic brand.
So... I told my doctor, I said, baby, y'all gonna have to figure out another reason why I'm getting these headaches. Because this ain't it.
But anyway, like I was saying, I popped that Imitrex, about to go over to India's house and get some sex, just to go over there and look down, and my weenie wouldn't wiggle. I said, whoa. Had to explain to her, baby, it's not you. I just took some pills. Mind you, this is when we first started talking. I thought, like, at that point, man... She gonna start looking to B-Love like he's impotent.
I was definitely disappointed, and I definitely felt the way. Because it didn't matter what I wasn't even believing that it was medicine. I was believing that he wasn't feeling it. And I was just like, well, nigga, what you come over here for then?
I was ready to bust them cheeks, but that medicine wouldn't let me skeet. I said, boy, what am I going to do anyway? That's beside the point. How was your weekend, Queen? Talk to the people.
Weekend was fine. We took a little quick trip to Memphis
Come on now.
to see my grandmother. It was her 83rd birthday.
Give it up one time. Keep on living, keep on living.
And I don't know. I had a lot of mixed feelings about the trip. I was very happy to be around my family. But it was hard because generally, like that side of my family, I only see for Thanksgiving. Well, since I've, gotten older and got married, like we go see that side of the family every year for Thanksgiving. And because of COVID, we haven't been home in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And so I went home and just everything has changed. Like my family has aged.
That's what's going to happen, though.
Some people are sick now. And so, really just more so speaking about my grandmother. And so, last time I saw her, I did see her last summer. Like it was one of those trips where I was dropping Blake off and I pulled up on her. And she was fine. She was fine. But, when your grandparents get in that older age, their health just deteriorates fast.
Saying, man, like, listen, and we hope to live that long. Right?
Yeah, and so it reminded me of, the grandmother that I lost in September and how quickly things turned left, for her. It's just, you literally never know when someone's last day is going to be. And with my grandmother that passed in September, I just kept telling myself, well, I have time to go down there. Like, I have more time. And I never made it down there. And so this time I was like, we'll be there. My family can't invite me to, and y'all know families be full of drama and everything, and sometimes you don't be feeling like being bothered. But at this point in my life, it's like whatever you invite me to, I'm gonna try my very best to come, because you just don't know. Like I feel like the hardest thing about getting older as an adult is that I'm not the only one getting older. Everybody else is getting older too, and so the image that you have of your family growing up, that's just not who they are today. So, but it was a beautiful time. It was a surprise birthday party for her. And I think she really enjoyed herself.
I think she did too. It was a great time to get down there just to be with family. Like you say, you never know when somebody just might fall over and kick the bucket. So you need to go holler at your folks, man. Just take some time out. So that's why I tell her about weddings, right? I know if you're in the wedding in the beginning, everybody's excited about your friend getting married, getting engaged, you preparing for the wedding, and then all of a sudden, here comes the expenses, right? Here comes the planning, right? Here comes the buying of the things. Even for like going to see your family. Like, I don't feel like driving to Memphis. I don't want to do it. Listen, it's only a short amount of time that you're going to be doing it. It's not like you're going to be doing it forever. Make it a day, knock it out, and be done with it. So you can be inconvenienced for a day to go make somebody else's day. Give it up, man. Put it on a t-shirt, man. It's okay to be inconvenienced for a day or just for a moment in time. Just to go spend a little time with your family. So that's what we had to do.
And it's crazy. I didn't even think about, like, that side of my family hadn't seen Blake in person.
Oh, yeah.
Since
2019.
I mean, obviously, he's like a whole different kid now.
They didn't know that. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into. My guy walked in the door like he been there before. Here I am. What you thinking? But anyway, what else we do this weekend, man? We gonna talk about it later. It's a damn shame, bro. Every time, all right, here we go. Every time I think I'm doing something memorable, surprising.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got it from here. No. Taking her out. You don't take me out enough. We don't go on enough days. I'm like, well, shit. I'm going to get my plan together. Boom, boom, boom. Set aside some time. Take you out on a date.
So first of all, no.
So then I come on here. Hold on.
Nah, big. Because you talking all that game. And first of all, we did go on a date.
About it. And she act like she don't remember
We did go on a date on Saturday. But you acting... First of all, this date was supposed to be a group date. And the other two couples backed out. So that's how we ended up by ourselves.
Whoa. Let's stop for a second, right? It was supposed to be a group date. I get it. Shout out to the homies, right? The homies all of a sudden had something to do at the last minute. we were planning, me and the homies, this group date for 2 weeks. I made the plan and the suggestion on where to go. I booked my ticket first. Hey, y'all, this is where we're going. I bought my ticket. If y'all still want to go, buy your ticket. One thing I know about my friends, everybody's in the moment when everybody's happy, endorphins are going, everybody wants to do something 2 weeks later. When it comes time for 2 weeks later to actually happen, oh man, yeah, I forgot I got to go fly a kite this weekend and I can't even do it. That's what y'all do to me, but it's all right. We still win. So, saying all that to say this, the plans were still kept by me.
The plans are still kept.
The plans were made by me. She comes on this podcast and forgets everything we did.
I'm not forgetting everything we did.
It's not memorable then. I'm not taking you on no more dates. I don't got to waste my money.
Obviously, he's feeling away. But anyway, so we went to the immersive Van Gogh exhibit. And it was really nice. I had been wanting to go. Granted, I hadn't heard a lot of people talking about it, but I like stuff like this. So I wanted to go. And it was great. It was really cool. It was almost like a magical experience. However,
I'm looking forward. I'm going to tell y'all about it.
For the price tag that he paid for them tickets, the show was not long enough. So it's not like an exhibit where you walk through multiple rooms of, paintings and things and art and stuff like that. Like you're literally sitting in a room with a million projectors in there.
Yeah, dope setup.
Like
I'm not even gonna hold you. Dope
the pictures,
setup.
like merging the paintings together and like telling a story. And so it was beautiful because the whole time I was sitting there, I was like, damn, Van Gogh was depressed. And then after the show, and we actually like read some things about him, that's exactly what he was. He was kind of crazy in the head.
Damn,
so it was nice to just kind of sit there and, figure out what kind of story he was trying to tell through his art. But like I said, the price that Barry paid for those tickets, the show was only 30 minutes.
I'm looking for something on my phone. If y'all see me looking down, they had a date night ticket. And I want to tell y'all how much the date night ticket is and tell y'all not to buy it.
Yeah, the show was only 30 minutes. And so that was a little disappointing to me. I feel like they could have at least made it an hour.
There we go.
And so total in the space, we spent about an hour. So they had the dopest gift shop.
Gift shop was fire.
Like they had some really nice Van Gogh swag that you could have bought. But it's like you spend 30 minutes watching the show and then you spend 30 minutes walking through the gift shop.
Yep.
And that's it. Granted, we could have sat there and watched the film again on loop. Okay, so yeah, they got a date night package for 2 with VIP exhibit tickets. Granted, VIP ain't shit but a floor cushion because you sitting on the floor looking at the art.
You get a seat too.
You get a seat.
And you get a box of chocolate. I just read. You get a box of chocolate and you get a romantic gift set. So I don't know what's in the romantic gift set, but bro, tell them how much it is.
It's $349.99. I'm assuming it's plus tax.
$370 because them taxes about to get you.
And so I was looking at the people that were sitting in seats, and I was like, ain't no way they paid $350 for this. Ain't no way.
Listen, man. Listen. It was a great time. The vibes were definitely in the building.
Yeah.
However, if it would have been $30 to $40 less than what we would have paid, it would have been 100% worth it. 100% worth it. I'm not paying the date night price. I didn't pay that. But I was midway.
It was
a little over
100?
midway. Yeah, I was one paid $70 a ticket.
Yeah.
It was about, like I said, I was midway there. So what I'm saying to you all, if you want to go, check it out. Be my guest. At the same time, would I go? No. If they had a ticket for $40, go. The ticket is $70. So do what you feel like you need to do.
So that ended up being, luckily my sister was able to keep late, so we didn't have to pay the sitter. But we went to dinner after that, spent $100 on dinner. So it was a $250 date night.
$200, and I ain't get to smash them cheeks. Came home.
You gotta stop saying that, because in a minute they gonna start wondering why.
Yeah, they are. I want them to wonder why. I want them to. That don't make me feel bad. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
I'm not ashamed. Do you know why I'm not ashamed?
You know what? Let's hit the button. I got a call back.
During the week, we got
I can't wait.
Chill.
I can't wait.
Let's talk on the podcast.
July 9th, 2022. If you haven't got your ticket already, that's okay because they're not on sale. But they will be on sale shortly. The live show, the summertime soiree. I can't call it that. It don't even feel right calling it.
Summertime hangout. Come
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Why not?
The summertime spectacular.
I don't like that.
We're going to think of a name
lame.
for it. The live show, July 9th, same place it was for the holiday soiree at the Hutton Hotel. Shit. Even if you don't come see us, come for the vibes because the vibes are there. I'm going to try to get somebody to like open it up, host, warm the crowd up. I'm going to holler at somebody to see if he can do it, and we're going to go from there. But anyway, I got to solidify the ticket pricing, and once we do that, me and the venue, we can have negotiations right now. I'm going to let y'all know. We're going to get busy like that. But the Hutton Hotel, July 9th, come hang out with us, as she said. Get your babysitter ready right now.
Get your babysitter
because
ready.
we coming, and we going to have a good damn time, I'm trying to tell you. In the meantime, in between time, let me talk about something real fast. The pinky promise. A lot of y'all.
We can't stop talking about the people. Listen, y'all.
Hold on.
No, because my husband got y'all thinking I'm depriving him of sex, and it's literally not the case.
Let me get
he
somewhere.
knows there's a reason.
Let me get somewhere.
And I'm just trying to figure out where he going with this.
I'm trying to get somewhere.
Where?
I'm going to drive the car. The pinky promise. A lot of y'all like that video.
Talking about the pinky
A
promise.
lot of y'all commented and laughed at the video. I appreciate y'all, man. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a long time listener, shout out to my girl Whitney. Whitney on vacation right now. Said, man, why y'all didn't put a podcast out? I said, man, you know what? India got sick. She help you feel better. She's in New Orleans. I don't know if I can say that out loud, but shout out to my home girl. Anyway, the callback that I want to go back to is the Pinky Promise episode, which then led me to the comment that Money Long made on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast. Money Long said, when you're married, frequent sex is overrated. Now, I'm paraphrasing that. She gave a little bit longer comment, but when you're married, frequent sex is overrated. Now, I want to toss it to you. Do you think that's true as far as right now?
I don't think it's overrated. I feel like she gave a poor choice of wording there.
Okay, get to it, Quinn.
I feel like when you're married and you're established in your relationship and you're at that phase in your relationship where you're constantly like building together and you've added kids to the mix. It's not that it's overrated. It's just that it feels more special when you've gone a while between having sex. Like, it's just like, whoo, that was some good sex. And I don't know if it's actually, like, if it was that good, if it's that we had it in a long time. No, for real. We had sex. We better not have some very good sex.
I don't think that's funny, because I think I be in there doing my thug dizzle when I'm in that penizzle. You understand me?
But, yeah, I don't think sex all the time is overrated. I also think that you have to consider sex drives change in your relationship. So with me and Barry, sometimes we're having sex multiple times a week, and then sometimes we're having sex once every 2-3 weeks. So it just depends. And then, you know, sometimes your sex drive doesn't match. That may be, like, for people who are not already in committed relationships, that is something to explore before you get into a committed relationship. Like, being with someone who matches your sex drive, because some people just don't need it as much as other people. So with Baird and I remember when we first started dating.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we were ever just like having sex like rabbits. Like, it wasn't like that. We were having sex, but it was never like we're having sex every day, multiple times a day. Like, it was never that. But it was, like I said, when we had sex, it was very passionate and intentional. But I feel like that worked.
My intentions were to go ahead and make that thing queef. That's what my intentions were. Were my intentions not in vain? I mean, were my...
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Shut up. I'm so confused.
My bad. I got confused. I want to question that.
But like I said, that is what worked for us. And I think that we've just kind of always been in that flow. Like sometimes it's like we gotta have it like all the time, and then sometimes we're kind of content. Obviously, he needs it right now, but
see,
like I said,
all that, man. I'm just saying.
like I said, there's a reason for that
promise. You feel me?
that I'm not ready to share.
I just want to recall the pinky promise. Now check this out. Can you do something to increase the sex drive in a marriage? Are there things that we could do to kind of help light a fire up under the other person if the other person is lacking in the sex drive department?
I think it's all about the foreplay that you doing throughout the day. Okay. Like Barrett knows when I'm ready because every time he passed me, I'm grabbing his penis.
See? She's a penis grabber. Just like a crab at Red Lobster. Y'all ever been to
Lobster?
I'm grabbing it. Just, the lobster, you just go get them at the hands clamp. So I got to clamp her hands. She been trying to grab a hold of this meat. I feel objectified.
Now I feel bad talking about this, y'all, because when we was with our family the other on Sunday, my uncle was like, "Y'all are crazy on that podcast," and I said, "Sir, you gotta stop listening to the podcast."
Shout out to Uncle E. One time, I'm gonna send you this shirt. I haven't forgot.
So like you know when it's turned on for me, for sure, and so. I feel like that is a way to increase or like, go ahead and get the party started. We've talked about before how, the foreplay should start during the day.
Yeah.
And not just, when you get into bed at night.
Let's say, okay, let me hop in.
And it's time to go.
Let me hop in. I got something to say. I feel like what Money Long was trying to say, the frequency, that's the word I thought you were going to mention. You didn't bring up. We talked about this before. Frequency means different things for different married couples. And let me back up. We talking about married couples right now too. We ain't talking about, couples that see each other once a week or see each other and like y'all don't gotta stay with each other. I get it. For married couples, I do see her every day. So I've seen her use the bathroom, like pee on the seat, leave hair in the sink.
You ain't what?
I'm just playing. I ain't seen her do all that. But I'm just saying.
Like, what is it?
I'm just saying, like, I see her throughout the day, and really, if I want to hit it, I can tell her, and she'll give me some, you know what I'm saying? However, the frequency is the word that I'm coming back to, because frequency for us could be, I feel like should be, 3 times a week, minimum. I think 5 is pushing this, life is in between there, so life is happening. But 3 times a week, I feel like 3 times a week should be the minimum. If you're feeling good, if you don't have any migraines, if your sinuses are not going crazy, like if like no stressors are in your life, 3 times a week should be the minimum.
So now, for you, that's what you would like, 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Let me say this. Of those 3 times, I would like all of them to be like grade A best effort, right? I don't want you to give me the lazy love during the 3 times. 4, 5, and 6.
He be trying to have sex at 10 o'clock at night, and if it's during the week, a lot of times that's all I got is lazy love.
I don't want the sidewinder.
I be like, come on.
That's what she'll do. I don't want that. I want you to stroke the soul, lay that monkey. You understand me? I want that thing hanging from the ceiling fan.
I feel like our sex dynamic will change next year when Blake starts school.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're hoping for some family dynamic things to shift in like the next couple of weeks that would allow Barrett to be more home or home more.
You can say it out loud. You can say it.
Barrett is actively seeking a 100% remote job.
There's nothing wrong with it. I know my worth. I know my worth, Kings. Know yours too.
So, as we continue to pray on that, because we know that will happen for us, because, we've prayed about it.
Amen.
you know, when that happens, then I'll be at home more. Or I mean, I'm already home more than he is, but he'll be at home more with me. And then Blake will start school. And then, you know, it'll be easy for us to get it in the middle of the day because we both like day 6.
You know, I told y'all, man, the daytime is sort of like a solar power is on the back and the sun hits me and I get this. It's my best work. My best work comes in the daytime. My best work doesn't happen at night. But that's what I was saying, right? Of the 3 times that we're having sex a week, if we happen to roll up on 4, 5, and 6 and you really want some, that could be like the layup vagina. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be the Steph Curry 3-point vagina where you just giving it all to me. You can do it. You can get a layup. Just lay the vagina up. That's when you just kind of slide it to the side. 4, 5, and 6. But the first 3 during the week, I need you to come with it like.
I need you to come with it. You be tired too. What you talking about?
I need you to come with like vintage Roxy Reynolds. The fellas know what I'm talking about. Everybody out there clapping their hands right now. I see y'all. I see you. I hear you too.
So what are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
You just supposed to lay there?
Girl, I don't never lay there. Even when you get on top, it didn't turn out to me doing all the work. You start off good.
No.
All of a sudden,
Beard.
them knees get to cracking.
No, Beard.
I'm like, all right, chill. I got to
No.
bring you down. You know
No.
what I mean? But
you
anyway,
are lying. You are
this
lying.
The bed, no. The bedroom knows. But I think, like going back to the question, I don't think it's that it gets mundane, or I don't think it's overrated. I just think
she had a
you know what it is?
Nah,
I got something else too. Single people, this is what y'all will say to somebody. Because I got friends out there that say it all the time. Single people say this. I mean, you got live-in vagina. Y'all ain't just having sex all the time. You walking around with live-in. I'm out here, I can't get none. I can't scratch my itch.
Single people say that all the time.
They always talk about it.
But they don't know how it is until they're actually in a committed relationship.
They don't know.
And again, you look at the lengths of these relationships. Baird and I are like, we've been together for a long time.
Somebody asked me today how long we've been married. Shout out to my girl Tara. She said, how long y'all been married? Well, we had a whole conversation about it. Quick conversation about like we've been married going on 8 years. She like, for real? I'm like, yeah. Then she asked me how old I was, and I said 26. And I told her the truth after that. And we just had a whole conversation about that. So yeah, we've been together for a long damn time. 12 years.
Yeah, like something like that.
I thought about that too. I said, man, can we be married 50 years? We can. Cause I'm Peter Pan. I'm gonna live forever anyway.
Yeah, we could definitely go 50 for sure.
Shit, it depends on how you get to acting though. You ain't coming off that market.
Boy, shut up.
You feel me?
But what I was gonna say about the statement that Money Long made, like there was a lot of negative things in the comments, like, one of them cheating, da-da-da-da. But y'all have to understand, like, there is no rule book for marriage. There is no one size fits all for marriage. And that is obviously what is working for them in this space.
Yes, Lord.
I guarantee you, if they go on vacation, they have the best vacation sex of their life.
Y'all know my motto, vacation sex, the great reset. I'm telling you, I'm glad you brought that up. I played Blim because I'm ready for a vacation. I told y'all that, right? I feel like that's what couples need to do. Even if you feel that the sex has become mundane or in a marriage, things are getting overrated, it may be a good idea to take it out of the household, even if it's a staycation, to hit the reset button. Because I'm telling you, during vacation, all things get nasty. Oh, it goes. Anything can happen.
The only time I ain't never had a nasty vacation was when I've been on my period.
Anything can happen. You know what I mean? Then after that, you come home. Now things taper off. They don't remain that nasty.
They don't.
But it's a slow taper, right? She goes from like licking balls to like maybe just licking the shaft to maybe holding it in her hand to not looking at it at all, just sticking it in. It kind of just tapers off after a while. But on the vacation,
I'm so done with this conversation.
Barred. Everything is happening. But then, if you're not looking at the camera right now, go to YouTube. And I just gave you a great example of a bell curve. Vacation and then.
Shut up.
If you ever took stats before, it's the alpha, right? And the alpha is like that's what we happens if I'm nerding out right now. But anyway, that's
All
how
right.
things work on the vacation. But I do say that to say this. It may be just good to go in Nashville. There's so many nice hotels right now. We could probably go to a different hotel every month and then like reset every time, reset. And I know you're thinking right now, man, be love. That costs a little money. But think about this. How much money are y'all spending on bullshit? If y'all both kind of take $150, save it up, $300 a piece, $300 collectively, y'all get a suite.
So I'm
And
wondering,
get busy and go crazy.
what was the app that I was gonna book for my birthday? When remember I was like, I really want to do a staycation for my birthday.
Shout out to Davina. Davina told you about it. And I already knew.
Hotel Tonight.
Hotel Tonight.
So maybe y'all could try that. Which Hotel Tonight will give you like a discounted rate for a room because you're booking it like that night or the night before. So that may be worth looking into. It's for, to add some spontaneity to the relationship. Like, hey, let's see what Hotel Tonight got. Boom, book a room, then go and have a great time.
And then too, man, learn some new tricks. Like if you down, it can get overrated if we come into bed every night. And then we talked about this before. She knows every move I'm gonna do before I do it. Like back in the day, fellas out there, you probably know more than my ladies. Used to watch WWF, then it turned to WWE. But we used to watch wrestling back in the day, and you knew you looked at the time, and if Monday Night Raw went off at 10 o'clock, you can look at the clock, and if it's 9:55, you knew the rock bottom was coming. Well, same thing about sex. If she knows that at 9:55 you 2 strokes from like blowing your load, then you have to change things up.
So guess what? Tonight is a random Tuesday night. And if we wanted to go, y'all know Nashville hotels are crazy expensive right now. We know that. But we could book a room at the Hutton Hotel.
Live show, July 9th.
The Hutton is a really nice hotel. So we could get that room tonight for $281.
$281. Make it a deal.
Just go down there, have us a nice day. There's plenty of places to eat down there. I mean, there's hotels down here like they need to pay me for this ad.
No, you need to stop right now. Just stop. You're doing too much.
It's stuff. I mean, like, there's tons of hotels that you could choose from in Nashville. But anyways, that's like just an idea of something that you can do. You ain't got to stay at the top of the line either. Just get you a nice hotel that maybe had room service. That's what you need. If you're going to do a staycation, make sure they got room service.
There you go. And a nice pool,
and
too.
A pool for the summertime.
Yeah, a nice pool right now. You need that vibe. Go out and relax. We did a staycation, but we took Blake. We're going to take him again this year to Sound Waves.
Yeah. That'll be like a family tradition for us now. Every year we're going to do a night stay at the Opry Hotel at Sound Waves. It's a great time.
Now, Indy, I want to kick it to you real fast.
Uh-huh.
Something that you have been dying to talk about. This is right up your alley. So I'm going to throw the ball, and I'm going to move the hell out of the way. Lori Harvey says she does Pilates. Look at you. Give it up for Indy and Pilates one time. She does Pilates and eats 1,200 calories a day. Now go ahead and get into your bag, and I'm going to get out of the way. Because I saw a lot of women were like, shit, I'm about to tap into some Pilates, queen.
So
you better tell them, hit you up.
It's funny because I've been telling people to do Pilates. Y'all know I've been telling y'all to do Pilates for a long time.
So much.
But then Lori Harvey gets on Instagram, and she talks about Pilates. And now I'm literally like visibly seeing girls post them going to Pilates in different cities. And I'm like, so it took Lori. Great. So when they were at the Met, and they posted, how you get them abs? And she was like, it's Pilates. I reposted that clip on my story on Instagram because Pilates can be really great for your abs. However, a lot of Pilates exercises aren't shaping the outer abdominal muscles. It's like
She goes. She about to get in
strengthening
the
the
bag.
deeper, like transverse
Here she
abdominal
goes.
muscles. And so, in order for your body to look like Lori Harvey's, you're gonna have to cut a lot of sugar and alcohol and shit out of y'all's diets.
And y'all not letting it Casamigos go.
Not only that,
I know y'all.
because I did go to school for community and public health, I do know that 1,200 calories a day is not healthy. You can give yourself hormonal issues eating that, and it's not sustainable, and it'll make you drop the weight pretty quickly, but like I said, it's not healthy and it's not sustainable. People always ask me, like, what made you get into Pilates? It had nothing to do with the way my body looked. I don't do anything to make my body look a certain way. Beard knows I eat what I want to eat. I have I've always had a nice shape, but I'm always bloated. I got a little tummy because I love sugar. Okay, I love dark chocolate. I love chocolate chip cookies, and so maybe if I cut the sugar out of my diet, then I'd be sitting here with with abs sculpted too. Because generally I do eat pretty well. But
you ain't got no tummy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
It's just when you bloated and overloaded. But they don't do nothing. They grab on to that thing and hold you tight.
But y'all shouldn't be starting Pilates for that reason. I do it because it makes me feel good. It has been a game changer with my mental health and like my anxiety. I will say, like, all last year, I broke out in hives. Like, consistently broke out in hives.
Day.
And when I finally got to a place in my Pilates practice where I could do it and like calm my nervous system down.
You were mindful.
Like, I hardly ever have hives breakouts anymore. And so that's a blessing for me. So that's why I do it. I don't do it so that my body can look a certain way. It feels good. And I also feel the strongest that I've ever felt.
I'm gonna show you
and
muscles.
So I don't need to have these big bulky muscles.
Shit, I do.
Pilates makes you have long, lean muscles.
Like Tom Brady.
So he has long, lean muscles.
So the TB12. That's what TB12 is all about, stretching. It's not he doesn't lift weights.
Yeah.
It's all about stretching and lengthening your muscles.
Yeah.
Because the weights after a certain time in his profession will break your body down.
Yeah.
He's 45, still playing football like he's 20 high. Go!
Also, realize that like my audience is like 30 plus. We don't have the metabolism of the 20-somethings. So we got to live differently. We can't do what they're doing. Also,
Damn,
let's not forget that Lori has also had a little work done.
Yeah.
Yes, she has.
That lady natural, ain't
Yes, she has. She had
know?
like a mini BBL. Like, come on now.
For real?
She ain't 100% shaped like that.
You sure?
On her own. It's just not genetics.
Her mama fine, though.
She's had a little surgery.
Marjorie fine.
She cut her calories down to 1,200 calories a day. Again, not healthy. And then she also was doing 2 a day. So she was doing Pilates.
I like that.
Plus,
2 a day. There we go.
like cardio workouts, and it was something else that she was doing. So I feel like she's a poor representation of Pilates. And
I don't know the definition of poor.
What?
I think she's a good representation. Get you some more
She's
clients.
not a good representation of Pilates, and it gives a false representation of what Pilates, like the Pilates practice, is really about.
Now I'm with you.
So if you're going to do it because you genuinely want to do it because you want to work on your breath work, your balance, your posture, as well as your core. But don't do it because you see a body type and you're aiming for that body type.
But your butt started poking out when you start doing that Pilates.
But I also practice a lot by myself, and I know what I'm doing. So I intentionally do a lot of butt exercises because I don't want to sag your butt.
I like that. I don't want to sag your butt either, Queen.
But if you were to come take my classes, I do a lot of lower body exercises in my classes as well.
Girls love lower body.
Because I generally know what my melanated sisters like to look.
Let me ask you a question.
Like they like to lift the booty, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and I get probably the most black girls in my classes, you know, at my studio. So I like to do stuff that I know that they will like. You know, they get in there and be like, "Ooh, I'm working my butt. Yeah, bring it on." They don't care how bad they ass hurt, but they gonna work that ass. It don't matter.
Hey. I like working ass too. It's sundress season. It's upon us. Summer's mine. I know I said it about 100 times. Anyway, let me ask you a question
Yes.
before we depart this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a time when you've done anything to alter your appearance or like taking something or like taking like real drastic measures to change or alter the way your body was looking?
No.
Okay. Have you ever thought about things?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm from Memphis, and when you're from Memphis, you have to grow up with really tough skin. So, out the gate, I grew up with people talking about me in the way that I looked. But also, I grew up with boy cousins. So I knew how to check back.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then I would hear something that would really hurt my feelings that would make me very self-conscious. Like
You
if
told
you
me one
look
joke
at
that I
all
don't
of my if you look at all of my high school pictures, I always had a swoop. So I was very self-conscious about my forehead. I very rarely wore like a straight back ponytail. I kept some ugly ass slanted bangs. Like that was my thing. So I was very self-conscious about that. But I would say, because even in college, I kept hair across my face with the way my hair was cut. So I had the fro, and then you remember when I was wearing it short though, it came across my forehead.
That little swoop didn't stop me from getting in them underwear.
And so
I was there.
obviously, me coming out of high school, going into college, I didn't have no money to make any changes on my appearance. And then when I finished college, that's when I really stepped into me and being comfortable in my appearance because I started getting compliments like all the time. So like I would have my hair pulled back. I've had multiple people ask me.
Somebody loves you.
Like I was walking downtown Nashville one day and this one girl, she stopped me. She was like, I think she asked me, she was like, "Are you a retrend?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm just black." Now, granted, I don't know, because I do plan on getting like a
No, we ain't getting it done.
Yes, I am.
Nah, they gonna get the genetics, and I didn't know too much about you. I'm a conspiracy theorist on this.
I'm sorry, but I want to know where I come from because
nigga, Africa. We all come from Africa.
So my family has been building the tree on Ancestry.com. And at a certain part of my tree, it stops because
the tree ran out of limbs.
My mom's dad, so my grandfather, he passed away a long time ago. He always told my mom that he was mixed with a redneck white man because he's fair skinned, which is like if you look at me with pictures and all of my family is darker skin. But I get the fair skin because my grandfather, he said he was mixed with a redneck white man. So whatever happened with that situation, that man never claimed my grandfather. And so, when they used to go back in the day with, the census and used to have to write like everybody that was in your household, that never happened. So that part of my history kind of stops. Like, I don't know where it comes from, like where it went or anything like that. I just know that a lot of my family, like my black family members, started in South Carolina, migrated to Chicago.
Right.
And then, I got some folks in Mississippi on the other side of my family.
Baby.
That's where we started. And so there was a point in time where I would like look at my features. I used to be embarrassed by my features with the freckles and the big forehead. But as I got older, I started to appreciate them. But then I also wondered like where I get them from. Like, what part of my history, like what part of my people have these type of features that I have?
Right on.
But I just appreciate them more.
Nice.
Like, you couldn't pay me to wear my hair pulled back straight in a ponytail.
No. That's what they
ever.
No.
And so now I don't care. Like, I wore a pixie cut for 2 years.
Yeah, you did.
I wear my hair slicked back now. I feel so like beautiful.
And you are
in
queen.
Who I am.
Come on now. Come on. Talk to him.
So
Talk to him.
I've never wanted to. And I would say probably in high school, I was self-conscious about my size. Well, in middle school and high school, I was self-conscious about my size because I was very skinny.
So eating them cookies and their boy.
And, it was always that was because of the guys. Because back then, the guys were only interested in the thicker girls.
I'm telling you, want them all thick. Ooh. Now them heavy and thicks turned into the heavies now.
So I would
I see
say
y'all out there. I love me a big one though.
I would say that it was my
Lizzo.
mom who never let me do anything
Okay.
that would like enhance my appearance.
It's funny you say that. I knew this young lady, and she thought I never thought this young lady was big, but I know she took like weight loss pills to help her lose weight, and it made her sick. Gave her a UTI. Made her sick because it takes water.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's just getting that water weight up off of you. So, man, listen, don't y'all just if you want to do something, go work out, man. Don't hurt yourself. And if you do alter your appearance in any kind of way, do it under the guidelines of a doctor, man. 'Cause y'all look good, man. Y'all gotta be yourself, man.
Yeah, with the skinniness, it was just kind of like, I'm just skinny. It's just
Ain't no wrong with
that's
that.
genetics. If you look at my parents, they're both like slimmer framed. But now as I'm into my 30s, things are starting to spread finally.
It's
so
crazy.
I'm happy that a couple years ago I never thought about wanting to go and get a butt job done or anything like that, or get bigger boobs.
I was saving up for that. too.
Nature is running its course on my body. I can't fit a single pair of pants that I wore last
I was
year.
saving up for the old BB.
But I'm still very comfortable in my body. As my hips spread, my butt grows. I'm still very comfortable in me and who I am. In high
Go off,
school, I
Queen.
tried to wear makeup. My mom said, "Don't you start wearing makeup because the moment you start, you ain't never gonna be able to stop."
And you haven't.
And I said, "Why not?" And she
And
said,
it's expensive. It's
"Because."
an expensive hobby.
She said, because people get used to seeing you with your face made up. And when they see you without your face made up, they're gonna think something's wrong.
Who is this booger wolf?
And she was 100% right. Because I remember in college one day I was walking across campus, I ain't had no makeup on or nothing. And somebody said I look sick. I was like, "Are you feeling well today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I feel fine."
They thought my girl was about to kick the bucket. Hey, what's wrong with your face? That's not you. Who are you? But anyway, yeah, man, don't alter y'all appearance, man. Like I said, if you do, this your own thing. But there are ways to go about doing it. Now, before we leave this thing, I do have to say something to the fellas out there. Let's hit the button.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's
Howdy, partner.
relation tip.
I got the keys. This week, my relation tip goes out to the fellas. And I ain't gonna hold y'all long, but man, I gotta tell y'all something. Fellas out there, listen to me good, man. Really, the guys that are single and trying to shoot their shot at a young lady. Here I go. I gotta get y'all again. Stop liking Instagram stories. I'm gonna say it again, man. Stop liking the Instagram stories. If you've already liked all of the pictures on her page, now you're taking it a step further by liking everything she posts on the Instagram story, and you have yet to tell her that you like her or yet to make a plan to take her out. It's cool if you're going to like the story, and it's cool if you're going to like all the posts she put. I like all my homegirl stories, all my homeboy stories. I like y'all stories because I'm showing you love. However, y'all know it's just me showing love because, gotta respect the homie. You like a celebrity, so I gotta like y'all stuff too. But my fellas out there that are trying to shoot their shot, let's take for instance, right? And me and you were singing, I like you. Every picture you post, I like. Every picture you post, I like. Every story you post, I like. Everything you post, I like. But I have yet to say something to you. Is that gonna work?
It's not gonna work. But
is they gonna let?
I am gonna know that you want me.
But how? Okay.
But I'm not gonna approach you.
There you go. So what I'm saying is stop liking the stories and start taking some action. Like the story, put a heart, do something else besides. Just like, you know what a like is on the story? After you've liked all the posts on Instagram, then you go up to like the story. That ain't nothing but a 2006 Facebook poke. When have you ever got some booty from a Facebook poke? Or have you ever gave somebody that play from a Facebook poke?
No.
See what I'm saying? It's all the Instagram like is. Instagram story like.
I used to think the Facebook poke was the weirdest thing ever.
I ain't gonna lie. I poked back in the day. I was a habitual poker, but check this out. If I poked you and you poke me back, we were gonna be poking that night, and that's it. A Facebook poke, I went there with Tinder before Tinder. You swipe left, swipe right. If I poke you, you poke me, we poking. Now, Instagram story, a little bit different. I've liked all your posts. I'm liking all your stories, but I ain't taking no action. I'm wasting my time. You know what you're doing? You ain't doing nothing but making a two-factor identification. Don't you hate that shit? You type your password in one time, then it send you a code. You got to verify the numbers, then you put it in again. That's all you're doing. You are just verifying to that young lady that you do like her. Now, that she knows. Oh, she knows now. Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna take you out. Woo, woo, woo. Action. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Action. Like, if Drea post something, let me tell y'all something one time. Cause she about to get mad, but let me say this. If Drea posts everything, I'm liking. Then she posts on the story, I'm liking. And if I ain't have a wife, I'll be hey, Drea, you gotta stop this girl mid-swim. I'm gonna buy all these swimsuits. That's what I'm gonna say. Now don't look at me like that.
You a thirst bucket.
But look, man. Say it again. I'm a what?
A thirst bucket.
We walking out of Soul House the other night. She saw Miguel. She looked me dead in my eyes, fellas, and said this. I'm going to tell you, Big Sean would have walked in. I would have risked it all. That's what she told me. But I'm a thirst bucket because I say I like everything that Drea and Joy Chavez post. But I'm a thirst bucket. But she looked at me dead after Miguel, after she's already screamed and ran back in to see Miguel. Then looked back at me and said, shit, if that was Big Sean, I would have risked it all. I said, okay. And I said, okay. Just so you know, if I ever, she know, there it is. India, tell the people they can find you, thirst bucket, on Big Sean page, liking everything.
I'm a fan of Big Sean.
See what I'm saying?
I've always been a fan of Big
But I
Sean.
can't say Dre on the podcast or Joy.
Because I never say it. Like, actually, this
You
is
told me in my
because the conversation was already happening. So I forgot. Aisha DM'd me last week about when we were talking. What were we talking about?
Shout out to the home girl.
How you see a girl with a big ass and it's appropriate for the girl to notice it first, but the guy to not say anything if he notices it first. And so she asked me to expound upon why I feel like the girl should do it first because are they engaged?
Yeah, engaged.
Her fiance didn't understand. And I said, well, it's disrespectful because it's pretty much the same thing. Like if we were walking and we saw a guy with some great sweatpants on.
I'm not looking at no penis anyway.
And
penis gazing.
We just pointed out what we noticed. You would be upset.
Just don't say
you
it
would not
out loud. Say
be
it to your
having
homie.
it. Oh, exactly. So that's the exact same reason why the guy shouldn't bring it up to you. Unless y'all have that type of relationship. I know plenty of couples that do threesomes.
Yeah.
And I would imagine there's a little different for them.
Yeah, now, when you put it like that, I understand. Because if we walk down the street, and God forbid, a guy got some great sweatpants on, you turn to me and say, God, that man got a big old ding-a-ling. Bro.
He would be so mad.
I'm probably going to be like, why you feel the need to tell me shit like that?
See, he cussing.
He got a big old thing, don't
he? He
it?
would be so mad.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, come on, man. No. You know what I'm going to say? Hey, don't play with me like that.
See?
That's exactly what I'm going to play like that.
But niggas don't understand why it's inappropriate for them to do it first. Okay. All right. Now we got that out the way. Thank you, guys.
But hold on. I got one more thing to say. It's more noticeable when a guy does it than you guys. Girls, y'all can do it and get away with it because you look in front. Now, if a young lady walks past and then I do this, now we got a problem. Now it's going to be a problem. So, innately, it's almost like second nature. It's almost like breathing. When we see a good-looking girl and we know she's going to be dragging some wagon, it's like, I'm telling you, it's really second nature. It's like, you got to do that. We don't try to. But it's something about the way God set us up. It's gonna make us.
I want y'all to stop doing it though, because it really makes girls uncomfortable. I don't like that type of attention. Because
no, we don't do it. Whoa. Let me say something.
I was out in some like my Pilates clothes the other day, and I literally saw a guy do the same thing. He's just looking me up and down. It makes women feel so uncomfortable.
Okay, now don't do it in no pervy way. I'm saying like if a young lady walks past and you're gonna notice it, Fellas out there know what I'm talking about. You're not doing it like soon you walk past. God, Andrew, I'm fat ass. No, you're not doing that. If you walk past, and even if I'm with you, and if I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to do it real fast just to get a glance, but it ain't me. It's like something took over my body. It's the way God set us up.
Don't play with me.
It's the way God set us up since she mad.
It's exactly. So that's why we just gonna leave it alone.
If you look, don't say it out loud, fellas. But you know what? It's summertime. Guess what else? Protect yourself at all times. You better get you some damn sunglasses. Hey. You don't want to know. Tell the people they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram.
Yes, Lord.
I am taking new private clients. I really want to work with a guy. I really want to work with... Baby, we ain't even go down this rabbit hole.
I'm chopped liver.
We done had a whole argument about it. About him not wanting
I gotta watch
to
my son
participate
hair.
in Pilates.
See, now you just come on now. I gotta take care of my baby.
But it's really to help me, and it'll help me because I'll get ready to take... I'm trying to get some additional certifications, and it'll just help me in my practice because a lot of times the way that they, men work out and the type of exercise they do, they're just very stiff. They're not flexible. And their muscles, they got the big bulky muscles. And so...
Y'all see it. It's poking.
I did have a guy in my group class today.
What's up, man?
That was nice. But he was... There's nothing wrong with this. He was a white guy. I want a black guy.
Fellas out there, hit her up. I'm gonna try to go, man. I'm gonna pull up on it.
Y'all can do a duet. He and you and whoever, y'all can come together.
I'm trying to get Osaka and JD to come. I'm gonna get them to come. I'm trying to eat 3,000 calories a day, and I'm struggling. So Lori Harvey eating 1,200. I eat 1,200 in one meal sometimes, and I be struggling. I gotta eat 3,000 calories a day. You can find me at BeLove1911 on all social platforms. You can also save the date, July 9th. It's going down. She and I podcast live. The Hutton Hotel, the Analog Room. Come holler at us. Leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. Follow us, She and I, on Instagram. The followers and engagement has been going up. I love to see it.
Make sure you go to YouTube.
I love to see it.
Hit subscribe.
That is.
Leave us comments. Let us know what you think of the episode.
Yeah, holler at us, man. Y'all don't be shy. Hit us up. Talk to us. We love to connect. We want to meet y'all. Hit us up. It ain't no thing. Anyway, in the meantime, in between time, it's a Wednesday. We dropping this, so we hope y'all enjoy. It's been real. It's been fun. I